Welcome to another edition of Take 5. It is Thursday, January 26th, 2012. We are in Luke chapter 12. Verse 35, Stay dressed for action and keep your lamps burning, and be like men who are waiting for their master to come home from the wedding feast, so that they may open the door to him at once when he comes and knocks. Blessed are those servants whom the master finds awake when he comes. Truly I say to you, he will dress himself for service and have them recline at table, and he will come and serve them. If he comes in the second watch or in the third, and finds them awake, blessed are those servants. But know this, that if the master of the house had known at what hour the thief was coming, he would not have left his house to be broken into. You also must be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. Peter said, Lord, are you telling this parable for us or for all? And the Lord said, Who then is the faithful and wise manager whom his master will set over his household to give them their portion of food at the proper time? Blessed is that servant whom his master will find so doing when he comes. Truly I say to you, he will set him over all his possessions. But if that servant says to himself, My master is delayed in coming, and begins to beat the male and female servants, and to eat and drink and get drunk, the master of that servant will come on a day when he does not expect him, and at an hour he does not know, and will cut him to pieces and put him with the unfaithful. And that servant who knew his master's will, but did not get ready, or act according to his will receive a severe beating. But the one who did not know, and did what deserved a beating, will receive a light beating. Everyone to whom much was given, of him much will be required, and from him to whom they entrusted much, they will demand the more. Now that's a very lengthy reading, and this is take 5, so I don't have a lot of time to explain it, but basically we've got several illustrations, but they're all dealing with the same thing. They're all dealing with Jesus' return. And he says you need to be ready. If you know he's coming back, you need to be ready. And he gives an illustration about a guy coming home from a wedding feast, and that would sort of be equivalent to our rehearsal dinners that we have before weddings now. You know, he's getting ready to get married, and he comes back, and he would have had servants back then that would have been serving him. He says if you guys are ready when he comes back, well, he'll tell you to sit down and he'll serve you. And the point is that if you've remained faithful and true to the Lord, that when he comes he will serve you. But if you're not faithful, if you act like he's not coming back, and if you're bad to the other servants, if you start beating them or mistreating them, that's the worst thing. You're hurting other people now. He comes back, it's going to be bad for you. And then Peter, and another point, it says, you don't know when he's coming, and it talks about the thief. If you knew what time the thief was coming, you'd have never let him break into your house. So you don't know, so you need to always be ready. Now Peter says, okay, you giving this just for us, or you giving it for everybody? And then Jesus says, well, basically, it's for everybody, but since you guys know more than the general crowd, you're going to be held more responsible. So if he comes back, if Jesus comes back, and the people that know him really well and have had lots of teaching about him, have had a lot of light shined in their life, those folks, if they're not responding to it, if they're mistreating the other servants and things like that, says they're going to be punished severely, more severely than those who didn't know. That's basically what he was saying right there. It says, everyone to whom much was given, of him much will be required, and from him to whom they entrusted much, they will demand the more. So the more light you've had, the more teaching you've had, the more you're responsible to obey it. So here's the bottom line out of all of it. Just obey God and be ready for him to come at any time. If there's things in your life that you're not doing right, that you would be ashamed of if the Lord were to come today, change those things and start doing right. Okay? That's basically it. He is coming back. That's good news, but you need to be ready for him. All right? And I want you to come back tomorrow for the next edition of Take 5.